seat, they'll be able to fucking kick your balls. Well into you.
No, I've only kicked my balls, he'll just annoy me.
Just me running up to Ryan's house like a pure dafty, 206 bursts out running me. I just knocks at the door, his grand lets me in the house, and I just run up to his house and boot him. Then just run back down.
Fucking hysterical that was, man. Right, I'm going to start. Right, we started streaming, by the way, about 30 seconds ago. Don't worry, everything's muted. Right. Let me get my headphones on, then we'll start. Carson.
Yep.
Good, I was just seeing if you're paying attention. Right, wait for us to do our intro, Carson, right? Cool. Hello! This is the Scottish Geek, and I'm with Monstrous. We are the owners of Void, and we've got a very special guest today. We've got Carsyboy with us today.
Yeah, he was in the comment section of the last episode, and
he's a very popular YouTuber.
Said to make a guest appearance.
Yeah, he is the creator of such brilliant things to grace YouTube as Mr. Robot and Lego behind the scenes coming this year. Carson, why don't you go and say hello to the viewers?
That kind of thing.
Hi, that's nice. As you can see, he's not paying attention as he's.
I've switched to FIFA. I'm going on to the GOAT Fortnite.
How'd you kick him?
Right.
So we're no longer going to be joining with Carson, as we're just going to remove him here quickly as he's doing my tits in. I think I swore. 2 minutes, don't worry, it's fine, I can get away with swearing now.
What? Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, it's only a minute you can't get away with it, it's like you have to swear after the first minute. So, Carson, what have you been up to since you left YouTube 6 months ago?
Well, I would say I've left.
No, you left 6 months ago, you haven't uploaded in 6 months. What have you done in that time?
Not much.
Fuck me, I want to speak more. Jesus Christ, man.
What do you have me to say? I've not done much.
There you go.
It's lit. I left and I just left.
Although he did discuss some stuff with us earlier, you know, not like that I'm going to reveal anything, but you know, he is working on some stuff in the background, which is probably the reason for his hiatus. But yeah, so obviously, you know, we decided to have him on today's show because it's good to have a three-way kind of debate over things.
Not gonna sound a bit wrong, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm I'm actually 12 for that, man, but I sound a bit wrong.
Yeah, because it's one fucking word. It'd be different if I would say, oh yeah, it'd be different if I would say, oh yeah, it's pretty good to fuck things up the ass right away. Like, Jesus Christ.
Good, glad we're on the same page.
Right.
Oh god.
If you're new here, the Twitter's down in the corner. Follow it now, or
Don't.
Mr. Robot Season 2 will be cancelled.
I was gonna say, like, follow it right now or we will assimilate your fucking family, but, you know, there's another one.
I think most people are going to take my advice, I just don't.
Yep.
What, just don't follow Void? I mean, they just threatened to kill your whole family, so, I mean, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. But today's main topic is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which since the fan base is kind of more active as of recent, mostly because it's like just more active as of recent because of the current Netflix movie coming out, as well as the Seth Rogen produced film that is on its way around 2023, I think. There's been a lot of leaks and a lot of talks about concept arts and things like that about what would like about test screenings and things like that. There's a lot of people saying that it's like quite good. Seth Rogen has also tweeted out saying that he wants to focus on the teen, more the teen aspect of the Turtles, which is going to be interesting to see. But that'll all come later. First of all, we just got to get basic introductions in. So we are we're just gonna debate, I guess, for a little bit over some different topics, various different topics. The main theme currently is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, though.
I would like to say one thing about Ninja Turtles, and that's just of all the people, why in the world Seth Rogen?
I have no idea, but I actually literally have no idea. It literally just came out one day that Seth Rogen was producing a Turtles movie. I think it came out earlier this year, actually. But he's always been a big fan of the Turtles, apparently, according to the things that he's saying. So from what I've seen, the film looks quite interesting. We don't actually know if it's going to be. I don't actually know if it's going to be based on young adults, or if it's going to be a film that's based on kids, based on a kid audience, or if it's going to be based on an older demographic. Not actually sure. But a more mature Ninja Turtles movie is actually quite interesting to think about. I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's a really difficult thing to discuss, really, but I don't know. It's of all the people, my first pick would have probably been, how can I put it? It wouldn't have been Seth Rogen. I would have maybe, Ninja Turtle wise, I don't know who I'd go with, but I know for a fact Seth Rogen probably wouldn't be.
No, you can't say that because you don't know. At the end of the day, you don't know. Maybe Seth Rogen will actually just give the best fucking Ninja Turtles story we've all ever seen. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that, but
he is producing it after all. He's not really directing it. We don't actually know who's directing it or who's writing for it or that. Right now, all we know is that it's being produced by Seth Rogen, and we've seen a few bits and pieces of concept art, and the logo and things like that. It looks interesting, really. It really does. If maybe Ryan could try and get some up on screen, maybe. I'm not sure if that's possible. Of the concept art for the film.
No, I don't think I can. Sorry. Unless it's on Twitter or something, I can try and go up on the Twitter bit down at the bottom.
Yeah, you could go to Google, try and pull that up.
My Google's really slow, mate.
I only know that there has been the new Netflix movie with Ben Schwartz. I know that's the most recent thing I could tell you about Ninja Turtles, but I have heard obviously the Seth Rogen movie. But I will admit, when I first heard that, I was kind of really? But it's just more.
Rise of the Turtles.
Did you send it on Twitter? Have you sent it on Twitter?
Oh, the ideas that we've seen so far?
Yeah.
Hang on, just give me 1 second. Currently trying to actually find. There we go, done. But yeah, so we were always the idea of, see, this is the thing that the fan base are discussing currently, is it's people, it's kind of the same reaction that Carson had, was it where it was why Seth Rogen kind of thing, and people were kind of worried because obviously the guy's recently been cancelled, and he's just isn't really fantastic apparently at writing more serious stories. But the thing is that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is always a range of different tones and things like that.
I think
so. I think it can cover a wide array of things, and again, he's only producing it. We don't actually know if he's directing it.
I think when you say like Seth Rogen and like seriousness and stuff, if you look back at like the interview, he did that with like James Franco, and I think as much as that was like a comedy, you know, Kim Jong Un and everything, just what that I feel like as much as that was a comedy, that was like a take it in something serious and just look at it now. That movie caused an entire Sony leak. I mean, that's how you kind of fun it about Sonic and all that. So it's kind of like essentially, but can he do it? Because I think a lot of his films, as you like said, are like really much like comedy. It's just more or less like, how are you going to do something serious if it's like a comedy guy?
Also, you never sent it off, for fuck's sake. I just came up on the screen now. What do you mean, man?
Yeah.
Try to make sure.
It's like fucking. You're like, fucking send it!
My cat walks on by accident. It looks like it could be for maybe. It looks like it could try and go for a non-90s vibe, which would probably be the best way to go for it.
That's immediately what came into my head was the 90s show, because it's like, it's as if it's really based off of those 90s Turtles.
It looks like a mix between the 90s and the 2012.
Truthfully, I think if you were ever going to do Ninja Turtles, it would maybe be better working in the 80s, and I don't know if it's just because like I think people will be kind of like the Turtles came out in the 80s, right? The Ninja Turtles were an 80s product, and
yeah, but they get really popular in the 90s.
Yeah, but that's when the 80s were like the big craze, like mixed martial arts, which is kind of what the Turtles like fight with. You know, if you get what I mean.
No.
But the 1980s were a big kind of time for martial arts and the martial arts films.
No, I get what you mean. I kind of get what you're on about, but it doesn't matter when it should take place. It's like turtles don't walk this fucking earth with bandanas, so I don't think the time period's really irrelevant.
No, I mean, the time period is relevant if you're trying to capture a certain vibe for the film. Like, see, well, in my opinion anyway, because, see, the fan base are really, they really don't like this. Like, a lot of people really don't like this concept art. A lot of people are fine with it. A lot of people are not fine with it. But the thing is that it's like, people are starting to, it's like, there's a lot of people who are saying, like, right, I don't mind it. But the thing is, you've got to keep in mind that it's concept art. It's not going to be the finished product for the film. This is just like an idea of what it's supposed to be.
I've never seen the concept art, to be honest with you.
It was on screen.
Yeah, I'd be able to. I can possibly actually. I know. Oh, yeah, I can send it on the Discord chat so you can get a look at it. But
yeah, because I'm actually sorry.
Oh, sorry about that there. I've got robot voices returning again. Can Robocop?
Yeah.
It's back to normal now.
Yeah, like, I think the logo and shit just kind of works. It captures
the logo's really good. I really like the logo.
Captures quite a good vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do like the logo a lot.
But a lot of test like, the thing is, right, a lot of test screenings for the film are saying that this is what people need to focus on more than the actual concept art itself, is that a lot of the test screenings are saying that it gives them a similar vibe to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, because
really?
There are apparently like people from Mitchell's vs. the Machines, a lot of people from Into the Spider-Verse, there's a lot of people from the Lego movies coming in here and helping with the animation and helping with the style. There's a lot of 3D mixed with 2D, so it is very like Spider-Verse-y in the way that it works, like in the way that it moves. And all the turtles are supposed to be very well represented. So, from what I've heard, like, it sounds like it's going to be a really good Turtles movie, like really with style and flair.
You've just
that way.
You've basically hit the nail on the head for me there. Like, it's like Spider-Verse, and it's for the boys that did Mitchell's vs. the Machines.
I
and
need
that.
to say something
It's
there.
like-
See when you're saying it's from people made Mitchell's Machine Spider-Verse, they're the exact same people. Sorry, I just had to.
Well, yeah, they are. No, yeah, but what he means is that there was different people and different teams, and there's a combination between all of them coming together to make this movie. Well, supposedly, according to the leaks from the test screenings, because you've got to remember that these are test screenings, so these are actual possible, like, believable things, because like, you know, we can take them with a grain of salt. Obviously, it may be lies, but it just sounds very real because it seems to be what a lot of animated movies are going for nowadays.
I mean, I won't lie. I think I'm going to have to speak with a lot of people here, or hopefully. I think Spider-Verse is one of the best comic book movies we've got, to be honest. One of the best, not saying the best, I'm just saying one of the best comic book movies we've ever got. I think it was Spider-Verse, like, hands down. Don't know if you would agree.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. I wouldn't blame you if you would have said the best.
I think that's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2.
Well,
Yeah.
I would disagree. I would think
You don't
the Batman.
Oh, the Batman. I mean, it's definitely a contender.
It's good, but I don't think it's near the levels of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. I said Tobey Maguire first, but I'll get the same movie, but it's nowhere near that levels.
It's like, I don't know, when you look at like, back to this as well, it's like when you look at see, when we're talking about comic book vibes, it's like somehow this film, just from what we've seen, manages to nail that comic book sketchy vibe, but also nails the attitude of the 90s cartoon, and it gives it its own style and flair. Like, as you can see in the background of the turtles in the first piece of art,
Yeah.
there's like a big, you know, you've got like the Technodrome, and you have like what looks to be like Krang turrets and the turtle blimp, and there's like a new kind of mutant with like, it's like a whale with like squids on its face and shit. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. It's like the kind of craziness that we've seen from Turtles in the past, and it manages. It's like, I don't know, like, if Seth Rogen might have actually done something good here. When we're talking about, because I'm not saying Seth Rogen's a bad creator. Like, I think he's done some stuff good, but you know, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just might be where he shines in terms of like representation anyway. And getting all these people onto this film, I don't know, to me it sounds like it might be quite good, but a lot of people just aren't seeing that. A lot of people are just looking at the designs of the turtles and looking at the kind of what the film looks like it's going to feel like, and they're just going,
That's
you
what
know?
a lot of fan bases do, and you know, it's quite funny we talk about this now. I want to kind of recall back to the last podcast we did there. We're talking about the monsters. I said in a direct quote, I think it's a bit bad that Rob Zombie is too much of a Monsters fan, because he's just not getting the style, and it's kind of like fan fiction. But I don't know if for Ninja Turtles it's working in his favour for Seth Rogen or what.
yeah.
I
think. Sorry, Nico.
No, I was finished there.
No, Nico. No,
I was finished speaking now, mate. Go, let's go.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
But when you said about, you know, obviously the monsters and that, I can tell you for a fact, like, looking at it, I didn't. This is just more or less Rob Zombie. I know we're talking about Ninja Turtles and that, but Rob Zombie, you don't want it to end up like that. Like, Rob Zombie's got too much a unique style, and you think Seth Rogen the same.
Yeah. Because like,
But
I
I
think
don't know. So Rob Zombie's
the
got
role
a
that- yeah,
you
I mean, yeah.
You can see it in his Halloween movies. That's all I can.
You've not seen the Halloween films.
I was gonna.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, you can see it in the clips anyway. So even if you haven't seen those films, you can still see like from clips
No, I know.
and things like that.
I understand. I'm not. See, Rob Zombie's really weird because you either love him or hate him, and I'm kind of in the middle funnily enough. I like House of a Thousand Corpses, it's fine.
I think I watch the kill count and stuff. When you look at people like Rob Zombie, you can tell he's got a style, and I don't like what he did with the Halloween movies. It's kind of let's take that for example, right? Let's say this is tied in with Seth Rogen and stuff. Think about it. He's kind of made this movie. Obviously, a big fan, but you need to look at it as well as how can I put it?
Don't know, mate.
But
I mean, he might inject too much of his style into it, if that's what you mean.
yeah, like Rob Zombie, you could tell that some of the dialogue was his, and it was kind of like.
Yeah, no, you could definitely tell. I know what you're
Really?
talking about there. This is the breakfast scene, and it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
It's like as much as I've never seen Halloween on it, and you can kind of tell the same way. It's kind of like I'm not even sure I would like it, and it's kind of like Seth Rogen. Alright, he likes comedy and that, but it's whether or not it's like family comedy. Because let's say he's getting a load of risky jokes in there in the Ninja Turtles movie.
But that's the thing.
Where
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles can go for all ages, and he's done kid stuff before, so.
He's also
That's
done
funny.
things like Sausage Party, which is kind of... I'm expecting humour just as mature as like Sausage Party, if we're talking about... you see, if we're talking about like fucking mature level Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if we're taking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back to its roots, more like the 2014 film did, with its like very gritty and dark, brutal routes, which I don't think it's going to be gritty and dark, but I do think it'll be mature, at least. If we're talking, because again, we still have no idea what this film is targeting, but it does look very kiddish. It does look like they're bringing it back to the 90s cartoon, but there's always a chance that it could be mature. I mean, all films are able to be quite mature in their themes. I don't think it will be, considering people working on it from things like Spider-Verse. Again, if we're taking these leaks as like actually true, then it's got people working on it from Spider-Verse, so it could definitely have its serious moments. But I see what you mean though about Seth Rogen injecting too much of his style into it, because it might end up not working in favour of film.
Yeah.
I feel like when I put the comment on your stuff there, it was like, oh, you've got too much, like you need to have a certain style with like Zack Snyder's Watchmen. It's like, alright, you need to have a certain style, you need to be into that kind of brutal kind of stuff. That
Give me 1 second. We used to just debate about things. We'll be right back.
About things, that's what we're going to rename our podcast.
I think when you look at that, you need to be like into the big gruesome stuff. Rob Zombie, you're obviously going to get the dead, but
I understand what you're saying there. And I just couldn't understand that Ben didn't like it, because he likes that type of stuff. Me and him and Furley, not in Furley, but we really enjoy The Boys, we really enjoy Invincible. They are very gruesome superhero shows.
I've only watched episode 1 of The Boys, or like season 1, and it's kind of, I feel it's like it's going to be like Game of Thrones. It's going to be a slow start.
Everyone has their different taste to if it's too slow or if it's like the speed of the show depends on taste, I think, because I've talked to a lot of people from Game of Thrones who thought the first season went really fast, and then me thought it went a bit slow. But yeah, it depends.
It's like, it's the same with movies. Like, I experienced it with like Tenet, as that, when we get to like the bit where they're on the boats and stuff, and then they're going back in time, and then they're away to the war zone. It kind of, that goes really, really slow.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if that was the way the film was supposed to be. I could kind of, Eternals, that was just pure boredom for me. I could kind of feel it there. But with the Batman, it's kind of, when it got to the bit where he was at Riddler in the water, it felt like it took a big slow down. It's like, you've got the criminal, why wait?
Really?
And it's kind of, it works in its favour though.
I don't think it went slow for me.
It went perfectly paced, but then we had that, it was kind of like, how much longer?
Well,
I feel like
the Arsenal
I
thing
feel like
is
it worked in a good way.
Well, a lot of people thought the Batman was slow paced to them, and a lot of people thought it was fast paced to them. So, again, it does just depend on how you kind of take stuff. Like, if you don't like it, it will be slow. Well, not like it, but if you're not as interested or something, it might go slow paced. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's kind of
Well,
like.
we have a very active chat at the moment, as you can see.
Either
I've not seen the
if
chat.
we've got one comment or it's actually stone dead like it was a minute ago. Oh fuck. Accidentally disliked it by accident. No, D-chat, that's nothing else.
I feel like the best. Alright, let me ask you this question, right?
Okay.
Who would you want to see direct a Ninja Turtles movie, like live action, like 2014?
2014. No one like 2014, just nothing like 2014.
No, what I mean is
Wait.
live action, like 2014.
Wait, so you're talking about, like, who would I choose instead of Michael Bay to direct the 2014 movies, or?
No,
Yeah.
just a live action film. Who would you want to direct? That's what he's saying.
Right. Oh, a film like the 2014 film? Okay,
No,
I was like, what are you talking about?
any live action film. I think he's on about. Like any
Right.
Ninja Turtle live action.
Who would I bring on to direct something like that?
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, Seth Rogen, and this is kind of where I'm trying to get at my point. Seth Rogen wouldn't be top of that list because it's animated. You get away with it, but if you're bringing it into live action, it's kind of like really.
I actually have a director I'd probably like to maybe see for Ninja Turtles. I think Ty West.
Never heard.
Right.
I don't know if that's
I
just
know.
me.
I
but
know
I've
you
never-
don't. I know you don't hear. You've never heard him. You don't like horror movies. He done X. I know. I would like to see him do The Last Ronin because in X he was very, very fucking good at giving that vintage feel to the film, and he comes across messages very well. I think he would smash that The Last Ronin movie. I think he would fucking do really well in that.
Yeah, because
I'll
The
give
Last
you-
Ronin is like a very serious take, and it's quite
Yeah.
gory, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I just thinking about it there, I think that would be a very good film.
I'll give you an interesting director. Jordan Peele.
No.
The Ninja Turtles, you could do a story like Crying. It's got to be dead sci-fi.
Yeah,
Look at what he's
you
done
don't you don't know Jordan Peele though. Like, I don't think he would do that.
But I want to see Nope, because that's out tomorrow. I want to see it. I don't know when I'll see it, but I want to see it. I know that much.
It's a horror movie.
I know it's a.
I mean, Jordan Peele's thing is kind of horror sci-fi.
His thing is doing his own thing. Like, he likes to do his own thing. He doesn't like to take stuff off books. He likes to go his own path. I mean, he helped produce Candyman. He would probably produce a Ninja Turtle film, but I don't think he would direct it.
He's more of a horror. He is just more of a horror guy, to be fully honest with you. I mean, it's literally all he's known for at the moment. Like, maybe I don't know. We would never really know. Yeah.
I mean,
don't know.
yeah, you never know. It's just just taking it. Like, everything he's done is basically his thing. Recently, like, he's not done any other.
Like I've heard this voice acting work and TV shows like Bob's Burgers, but I've got an interesting fact. I think he would be a good actor. Like, I think he would have a good voice for somebody maybe like Donatello. Like, if he was to do something like that.
Donatello.
But then again, yeah, like, think about it.
No.
It'd be decent.
No, it wouldn't.
I thought you said on your last podcast everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
Everyone is, but it's a fucking debate now at the moment. I mean, you're allowed your opinion, it's a debate. That's the whole point of the podcast.
Right, let me put it this way. If he was to do like a Ninja Turtles movie and say Donatello, he was to voice him, think about it, he quit acting because he was offered the role of the poop emoji in the Emoji Movie.
I mean, here, like, they're like, tell me if you've heard this one before, right? Because I never fucking shut up about him. But James Gunn.
Yeah,
Or Teenage Mutants.
I think he would do very well in a Ninja Turtles film. Animated though, oh my god, an animated James Gunn Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Fucking hell, man, that would be phenomenal.
That would be really good. That would be really good, but I don't know why, but I prefer if he did a live action for some reason. It'd be really cool to see his take on, like, the characters and on the style, like...
Wait a minute, I'm going to check
that
out...
kind of thing.
I'm going to check out Donatello's voice. I'm pretty sure it would not fit Jordan Peele.
I don't really know if he does voice acting, does he?
Jordan Peele, I didn't even know either myself, mate.
He does, because I've heard him in like, Bob's Burgers and stuff. That's where I know his voice acting from. I'm having the game of my life, I ain't dying at this.
But, like... Oh, he was also in Big Mouth, apparently.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he's definitely not doing Donatello, man.
No.
But, like... yeah, I don't know. James Gunn directing a Turtles movie because he can handle the whole team dynamic very well. He's well to do like mature level content if we're making the film a bit more mature. He knows how to write humour quite well. It's very immature and teenagery, you know. He really does. He fits the vibe. He really fits the vibe for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think.
I think the best film for James Gunn, I said it like yesterday and all. Plastic Man.
Plastic Man.
But I checked up, I don't think so.
The possibilities you could have with him as Plastic Man, think.
Yeah, Plastic Man has a lot of possibilities.
We're talking about Plastic Man.
Very hot take. I know this would never fucking happen, right? It would absolutely never happen, and it's just a pipe dream on my end, right? But Johnny Knoxville as Plastic Man.
that would work.
If he was younger, I would totally agree with you.
Yeah, but it would be all CGI. Obviously, there's no way you can practical effects Plastic Man. No, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, yeah, maybe if he was a bit younger, yeah, totally. But I don't know. I don't know why he just fits Plastic Man.
Oh my god, fucking Steve-O.
If he wasn't, see if he wasn't in the Suicide Squad, I would say Nathan Fillion.
I didn't even know he was in... Wait, what the fuck? Was he in Suicide Squad?
Yeah, he was TDK.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely in the Suicide Squad.
Oh no, who would you get to play Plastic Man though?
I thought the guy that did him in the Justice League cartoon, Justice League Action or something, he was a good voice for him, but I've never seen the guy.
Ben,
I don't know. Like, see if we're talking about like really fucking weird roles, we could like talk about Jim Carrey, especially since like
Jim Carrey,
you know he's just got that vibe.
Jim Carrey, Plastic Man.
Hi, like think about how funny that would be. Like, would that not be fucking hilarious? Like the fact that if you dress Jim Carrey up like Plastic Man, you'll see what I fucking mean. He fits it for some reason. It's so funny.
Actually, the Sonic actor's favourite to play him in a DCEU role, Ben Schwartz is his name?
Yeah,
Ben Schwartz.
He's favourite to play him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. I don't know if it's just down to like how I personally feel, but I couldn't see that, to be honest.
But who else would you get then?
Who did you have to move anyway, Carson?
To be honest, the guy that played the Beast in the new movies for X-Men. Well, think about that.
I'm searching up
So
I'm searching up fan castings at the moment.
No, you're crazy. I don't think he would play. I don't know. I don't see it, man.
But the face.
Yeah, but I don't see it. Also, Keanu Reeves is favourite to play him as well for some reason.
Oh,
I heard
what's
that
what's his name? Jerry Trainer, yeah.
Jerry Trainer, yeah, for iCarly. Oh, look
Yeah,
at Spencer
Jerry
Shea.
Plastic Man.
Spencer Shea's Plastic Man.
That would, like, see if you look at him, like, look at their faces side by side, like, my god, that fits. Wow.
Wait, what's the person again?
Jerry Trainer from iCarly, so...
Oh, I grew up with
like,
iCarly. I would love to see him. And that
Yeah.
role.
What about the boy that went out with that goth lassie for Victorious?
What?
What's the name of that boy that was in Victorious and was... You know who I mean? See
Mate,
the goth
it's like,
lassie who?
it's like fucking watching a movie with your parent. Who's that boy in that film? It's fucking... Mate, there's
Who's
tons
that?
of them, mate. I can't exactly know who you're on about.
I think his name was like Beck or something.
Beck.
like, are you talking about the guy who played Mysterio in Spider-Man?
No.
No Way Home. Not No Way Home. Far From Home.
Oh, I know
No.
who he's on about. He's on about, he had a fucking man bun, didn't he?
Aye, kinda like a
Aye.
man bun, aye. I think so
I know who
anyway.
you're on about. I don't see him playing Plastic Man.
What the fuck? James Franco? Somebody just put James Franco as Plastic Man.
Isn't he in
it's
Deep
gonna
Shit?
It's
No.
gonna be like back. It's gonna be like Batgirl all over again. The movie will get filmed and then wham, cancelled. In which I actually feel sorry for the Glasgow shop owners because it was like on the news, like they were angry because it was like they lost training, they lost a lot of money and all that, and knew it was all for nothing because the movie wouldn't come out. And it's like,
What is
you
it?
know,
Yeah.
see when they filmed the Batgirl movie, Warner Bros had to pay 30 quid to shop owners up in Springburn, I think it was, to
Fucking
today
Springburn.
filming. They were shut for over 3 months. They couldn't get employee training and all that, and now that they found out the movie was cancelled, they weren't happy because of that. We've lost a lot in the filming of this, and now it's not even coming out, so it was for nothing.
I was about to say isn't Springburn something, but I think I can't even say that on stream.
Well,
Am
you'd be getting slated.
am I wrong there or am I right? I don't know.
I know this is a missed opportunity and a half, right? Because he's obviously already Aquaman, but Jason Momoa as Lobo.
If it was an animated
Like-
movie, aye.
Like Jason Momoa as Lobo. Like no, but like he really fucking shares looks with him. Like he really does. Like if we're talking about live action.
I'm trying to send you a picture of who Carson was on about, Ben, by the way.
You'd know him when you see him. Like,
You
seriously.
maybe never watched Victorious, for fuck's sake, so you might know.
If you never watched
Wait.
Victorious growing up.
Seeing this
Good.
picture, I can see it. I sent it to you on WhatsApp, by the way.
Him? Wait, who are you talking about him playing Plastic Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, no offense, but no.
That's what I said
I mean,
first,
that's
but
fine.
I don't know, I can see it now.
I can a wee bit if we're going for like a bit of a different take, I guess. But
I could
I just don't see it.
definitely see,
Paul Rudd would be good, but it's too similar to Ant-Man.
he's too calm. He's
Yeah,
like
he's
I
too
don't think he
calm.
would. He wouldn't be like that sporadic kind of way Plastic Man's supposed to be. He's a bit like Max Headroom.
Was that no the thing directed by the Super Mario Bros. Directors?
I don't know, but like that's who Plastic Man's supposed to be like. Is where he's all like he just takes the piss out of everything, has a really like over the top cartoony voice, and like just kind of messes around all the time, throws one-liners everywhere. He's supposed to be like really sporadic all over the place. So that's why I think, I don't know, somebody like Jerry Trainor, somebody who's used to.
Well, see, the thing is, though, you're saying people here are saying, "Oh, these actors are too young," or "These actors are too old." Wait, not too young, too old. Sorry, because I'm saying you should try and get a young actor in a role in case you want to do an origin story. But I'm starting to like the fact that they could just do what happens if Plastic Man's in his mid-30s or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they could also. There's nothing that you can't do with technology, though. That's the thing.
But
Like,
it's fucking Warner Brothers at the same time, so.
yeah.
Think of it like the way they did Sam Jackson and Captain Marvel. That VFX was actually good.
Ryan Reynolds is also favourite to get Plastic Man.
I can't see it because he
Right.
wouldn't do. He's came out and said he wouldn't do anything else after Deadpool.
Yeah, he does Deadpool, so like it would definitely suit the character, which is a shame.
Andrew Garfield is also there.
That's actually a
I
good
don't
shout.
know.
That's a good shout. But actually, now that we're talking about like DC and stuff, what do you make about them cancelling all these movies?
We spoke about it a bit yesterday.
To be honest, yeah.
Like Wonder Twins was just about to start next minute.
Yeah,
Wham,
good.
Right.
I mean, I know a lot of people are quite happy that it's been cancelled.
A lot of people were quite happy that a lot of the projects were being cancelled because people were terrified that they were going to be bad.
I feel like Batgirl was one of the ones I heard the tests reviews were like mixed to
Yeah,
positive.
the reason it was mixed was because no one knew what was
Michael Keaton.
happening. No one knew what was happening because Michael Keaton was there, but they haven't seen The Flash yet. But that's maybe coming out in December, and The Flash is now coming out next year because Ezra Miller can't keep himself fucking he keeps doing the wrong stuff. So generally, I think they should have just cancelled The Flash. In my opinion, I just reboot it.
They've spent too much. They
Yeah,
can't even do
they
reboots or
spent a
nothing.
lot of money.
To be fair, I'm looking forward to Blue Beetle.
Yeah, Blue Beetle looks good.
It looks fucking phenomenal, and the actor who
Black-
plays Blue Beetle is fantastic in Cobra Kai.
Black Adam looks absolutely
Shite.
immense.
It looks shite. Mate, I was watching Critical thing, and he legit said everything before it was said in the trailer because he knew what was going to happen. It looks like a predictable film. I don't even know if I'm going to go and see it in cinema, to be honest.
I don't.
I'm gonna.
Like. I just don't like the idea of like putting The Rock and everything. I don't understand the obsession
Oh, he's been
with The Rock.
doing it. He's been saying he's going to be doing it for like 8 years now. That's how committed he was to it.
I mean, The Rock's...
Yeah, it's just-
The Rock's a fine... is fine for Black Adam. I'm not too upset about it. It just looks predictable. It looks like every other superhero ever. Like,
I'll tell you a good casting choice. You can disagree with whatever. Pierce Brosnan is Dr. Fate. Genuinely think about that.
See,
Yeah.
I always figured that it's the voice for Dr. Fate that matters more than the face, because the
Yeah.
whole point is that Dr. Fate wears a helmet. Like, Dr. Fate wears a helmet for the majority of the time. I mean, obviously we're talking about an origin story film probably, so yeah, you're right there, but apart from, like, it wouldn't really matter until he actually turns into Dr. Fate, so I don't really, once he turns into Dr. Fate, it wouldn't matter.
I can't remember where I've heard it, but I've heard that he was supposed to be like a standout or something in the movie. He's supposed to be like really, really good.
I mean,
Yeah, there is a casting that I will forever stand by that I still think should happen to this day. Anthony Starr as Reverse Flash.
yeah, I'm with you on that one.
If we're talking about like fan castings, because Anthony Starr is one of the most talented actors I think I've ever seen, honestly.
Yeah, same.
And so him, and especially since, like, come on, man, like Homelander and Reverse Flash are very similar
Yeah.
in terms of, like, stuff like that. The things that like they are just villainous, mad, ever. So to just have them to, I don't know, it just works. And if you've seen the fan edit of him in the Reverse Flash suit, oh my god, it works. Like his blonde hair and everything, it so works. For Reverse Flash.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you on that one. For yeah, brilliant as Homelander. I think he would be very good as Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to switch up the topic here a wee bit, kinda.
Yeah, we have dawdled on it for too long.
Let's go to Marvel.
Any like Marvel news or anything?
Yes. Yeah. So obviously, us two have just finished Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I haven't. I've never seen it and I want to.
That's tragic. Anyway, Gus is to play Professor X.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the actor who played Gus Fring was talking about how he wanted to play Professor X, which is most likely going to end up happening.
A lot of people don't think it's going to happen now since he's talked about it, because you know what Marvel's like, Kevin Feige.
I mean, they kept Tom Holland on.
I would give him a shout for Big Deal.
Nah, if you've seen his roles in Breaking Bad and in The Boys, you would I think.
No, yeah.
You would say.
I might butcher his. Yeah, I mean, I might butcher his name. Here, but Giancarlo is used to. Giancarlo is used to playing boss roles. He obviously played Edgar. What's his name?
Edgar,
anyway,
right?
his first name is. Yeah, no, his first name is Edgar. Anyway, the owner, the CEO of Vought in The Boys. Vought, and he also played the main bad guy in Far Cry 6, which is one of the more recent Far Cry games, and he was amazing in that too. He also plays, obviously plays Gus Fring. That's like what he's famous for, is playing Gus Fring, the kingpin of crime in Breaking Bad. He's in Saul as well. He plays a lot of like menacing villain roles with very calm demeanours, and for fuck's sake, if there's anybody that fits, it's Professor X. He's not exactly a villain, but he's used to being calm and menacing and calculating and cold.
Yep, I've butchered his name. It was Stan Edgar, that's his name.
Stan Edgar, yeah, that was it. But yeah, so I don't know, he really just fits. He also played a few villain roles in Star Wars, I think. I can't remember who he played. Yeah, Moff Gideon. And so obviously he just fits, man. He really does. He played that one villain in Mandalorian. He's just in everything. He just gives that energy off. He definitely fits Professor X. That's for sure. But obviously, you know, what's his name? There was another casting for Professor X, who already played him. But I don't think he's going to be
Patrick Stewart.
Taking the role in, yeah, Patrick Stewart. I don't really think he's going to be. I mean, it's possible, but
here's the thing: they need the thing with Marvel is they need to have a contract. You for this many films. Will he sign that?
Yeah.
I know Patrick Stewart's getting on with age. I don't know if he would sign that.
Yeah, he's in his 80s. He can't.
Yeah.
Say aye.
And even
that's what I was trying to say. Like, I just don't think that's going to happen. You know.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it because he is very calm in his roles, and I think he would just fit Professor X so fucking well, man. Like, and generally, there goes my professionalism.
This whole thing just stopped being professional a long time ago.
I hope you don't mind us asking, but like switching up a wee bit, but what do you think of the new Marvel game leaks?
What?
The leaks for the games?
I've
Yeah.
not seen anything about this.
No, they've announced they're doing an open world Black Panther game, they're doing an Iron Man game, or...
I never knew about that.
Yeah. If those are like proper announcements, then it's not a leak. But yeah,
yeah,
It's a leak.
It's not a leak. If it's an announcement by a company, it's not a leak.
It's not a leak because it's not been announced by EA or nothing.
Right, so that means it is a leak then?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, okay, so it's... it's like Marvel haven't announced it yet, but it's going to be announced that they have games.
But that's the thing, though. Who's got it? That's if Enoch's got it. Fucking hell, fucking losing my brain today.
I'll tell you a good like voice actor for Iron Man if they do the game. Keep Nolan North at all costs.
Right, but that's the most important is it who's got it? Is it Square Enix?
It's EA, but I don't know if it'll be published by Square Enix.
If it's Square Enix, then I'm not playing it. I'm not even gonna fucking buy it. I'm not even gonna watch fucking.
Have you even tried the Guardians of the Galaxy game yet?
No.
It's supposed to be
good
quite
game.
I forgot that it came out.
Literally, I would try it if I were you. I know you don't like it and stuff, but literally give it a try.
I'll give it a wee game. I'll give it a wee try, but the Avengers game was absolutely rank rotten.
I think it's still not the greatest game, right?
That's
but
right.
for what it is, it's decent.
Why do you keep saying that? What do you mean for what it is? It's decent. What do you mean when you say that? They had a big budget for it. So what do you mean when you say that?
I've played it for day one. I'm probably the guy that's got the most experience out like all three is, and I genuinely think it's been one of the stronger games. No strong games, but it had a really bad start. I definitely felt glitches and stuff, but now that we've kind of over a year into it and I've got the constant updates all the time, I can definitely see the improvements in the game. A lot of people can't because they just remember the start of it, but it's like if you just look past that and look at what it is now, it's not a brilliant game, but it's good enough.
No, that's not why people are still saying it's bad. It's still bad. I know it's fixed itself because of the complaints it got.
The multiplayer was the worst part of it. The single player stuff in the end game content was really what was bad about it. It still is. They're thinking about bringing in a patrol mode, which they call as, like they say that's the free roam, so you can go about wastelands, you can go about New York and all that.
And also, I may add, the story's bad as well.
You think the story's bad? I think it was a good story.
Ben, what did you think of the story of the Avengers game?
If we're talking about the main story, it's pretty much the most basic kind of superhero story that you can possibly get. You know what I mean? If we're talking about the main character being, new to the whole superhero thing, she's getting to meet her heroes, shit goes awry, it's up to her to help them save the world, I cringed even saying that.
When you bring in the DLC into account, that's where it's kind of, there's a bigger plot going up because it's about an alien invasion now,
It's still
and it's all today.
But it's still
It's all today with time travel. I feel like
I don't know that just makes it worse. It's basic.
The wasteland kind of stuff with Marvel's Avengers just reminds me too much of Zack Snyder's Justice League and stuff. But that's the biggest problem I ever had with that, was the nightmare stuff in Snyder's original plan. Like, if you go past Justice League and you go into this wasteland thing, it's not a cinematic universe, it's just a series of films. You're wanting to compete with Marvel. And I think some of his ideas, like having Batman fancy Lois Lane,
wait a minute, we just went on to DC.
Atrocious.
How have we gone to Zack Snyder for Avengers?
Because of the wasteland, it reminds me too much of it. It's like they're trying to copy Zack Snyder's wasteland stuff without actually doing it, because they're linking it into time travel and all that.
Wait.
I'm getting confused.
So what has happened? Wait, so you're comparing something from Marvel to something Zack Snyder did follow?
Think about it.
We are thinking about it.
Look at it the way I'm looking at it, right? You get the Hawkeye DLC, you're in a big wasteland, right? Think about Zack Snyder's Justice League in the nightmare sequence, big wasteland, and you've got to fight a big monster Dark Side
So
Maestro.
so that makes it a copy of something that Zack's. So if any, so I guess I'm no right, sorry, right, but I guess Mad Max is a massive copy of Zack Snyder's dream sequence in that one movie, in that one scene, like because they're all in a wasteland and they're fighting one another with guns.
No,
he is listening.
Right.
That's the exact same
No,
context.
you're not thinking of it the way I'm kind of thinking of it.
But you're not giving us much to go off of, Carson.
Right,
We can't-
think it this way. The Kree have invaded in Marvel's Avengers, right? The Kree have invaded, and it's all down to the Avengers having to, they're kind of travelled forward in time. Now they're back in the present, trying to figure out how to stop it. Zack Snyder's Justice League, there's been an alien invasion, and they're trying to figure out how to go back in time to stop it.
Fucking movie, 4 words.
I mean, there's a lot of superhero shows that like stuff that does that. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of superhero stuff that does that.
That's what we're
So
saying. It's a basic plot.
It's not that it's copying it. It's just that it's
I'm not saying it's
like
copied,
it's
but
very similar. You know, they're both stories about superheroes that deal with sci-fi elements. It just those things go hand in hand when it comes to this kind of thing. It's like I can see what you mean, but it's just in my personal opinion, I don't think that it's like that. But
I think
you know, the whole wasteland thing is just like what?
Also, I've done
People-
chat.
I think people are more inclined to be more critical of things now because they see folk on YouTube doing it.
What? You can't blame YouTube for being for
I'm not-
YouTube for
I'm
people being more critical.
where have I blamed YouTube, but a
You-
lot
you
of people just maybe.
Dad.
Like, I've formed my own opinion about the Avengers game and all that, right? It's a flawed game, but I
football.
have fun with it,
No football.
right? It's like,
I love football, but no football. Try and get other words for it.
I'm not talking football.
You're talking fucking football.
No, I'm saying I formed my own opinion for the Avengers game.
I'm fucking going.
I mean, if you go, it means that the fucking thing has to end.
Ben, do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get that you've formed your own opinion. Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
has. That's the
Aye.
thing.
But at the same time, you kind of think to yourself, how many people maybe watch too many reviews and don't give things a chance, you know? It's like,
No,
didn't
but
think-
that is definitely what take. That's definitely stuff that's happened for sure. No, but
Yeah, but-
I like 100% agree.
I think some overreacting YouTubers and that sometimes have maybe swayed people off. Do you know what I mean? Like take
Yeah.
Eternals, for example, right? Now, I didn't think the trailers were that great, and I still went and seen it because obviously it's Marvel and I'm into that stuff. And I formed my own opinion. I thought some of it was alright, I thought some of it was bad. The bad was more or less there for me. The good was kind of There's a lot
Yeah,
of Eternals that I wouldn't think me about. I wouldn't give that a sequel, but that's my opinion. Whereas a lot of people look on the internet, oh, it's one of the greatest films ever made. I mean,
Yeah,
The
that's
best
like
example-
that's the thing. Yeah,
the best example was the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I'm back.
People absolutely hated that movie when it came out.
What film?
And as soon as No Way Home came out and they saw Andrew Garfield and a good movie, it was like, oh, Amazing Spider-Man 2 must be good. It's the same with Snyder Cut fans. They're far too toxic.
What?
The way they put it off is the Snyder Cut, the Snyder Vision's the only good vision. Everything else is shit. It's like,
yeah, no, that was exactly the attitude that came with that as well. A lot of
Yeah.
the Snyder Cut fans were quite toxic,
I've
but
just-
the thing is,
I've just came back. I have not a clue what you're on about.
it's like when I look
basically just how reviews, like how listening to too much reviews can change people's opinion on something before they even see it. Like if you'll allow me for a second, this is completely off. It's off of like the topic, but it's still related to it because if you think about it, this similar thing happened back in around about 2006 with Sonic the Hedgehog. Like the entire entire Sonic franchise. It was like they released Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, which was unfinished, glitchy game. And the thing is that critics absolutely destroyed it, and people who had played it kind of enjoyed it and gave it like halfway good reviews. A lot of people really enjoyed it because it, they just like it, they just enjoyed the game. But there was a lot of YouTubers and a lot of critics who just fucking, like, I can send you some reviews that people just need to calm down. It's like there's a lot of people who are saying that it killed the franchise. There's a lot of people saying that it was the most disgusting piece of media they've ever had to be faced with. There's a lot of people that are saying, like, this I despise than Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. And it was like, back then, it changed a lot of people's opinions about the actual franchise before they actually bothered to indulge in it. And that's the attitude that went up all the way up to 2008. And 2008, when Unleashed was released, and that game got like review bombed. That game got review bombed because not because it was bad, but because it tried something new. But because it tried something new, because it's Sonic and it tried something new, and people just couldn't let that go. People just couldn't let go of the fact that it was trying to do something new after such a massive failure. It took a while for the franchise to recover from that. But I get what you're talking about, because it's the exact same thing. Reviews can change people's minds way before.
Can I just say something here?
They actually indulge in something. Yeah.
My reviews don't do that on Haps. I think you should check out my reviews. They definitely don't do that. They're talking about other reviewers, not mine. I would never do that. Anyway, back to podcast.
Mate, you don't even you criticise Wonder Woman in 1984, but you've never seen it.
It's fucking pish.
You've not seen it.
Fucking happier than a dog's. Ben, you know.
Subscribe to what he's being or the fucking content.
Yeah, this is like a pantomime here.
Fucking happier than a dog. I can't even say the whole thing, man.
Happier
than a gypsy dog with two cocks.
I think, mate. But genuinely, like, Ryan's just basically put my entire thing into a bad context.
No, it's fucking Ben. Wonder Woman.
Did you see it?
What?
Wonder Woman 1984. Shite or good?
Well, I mean, as a person who's fucking seen the film, it's filled with plot holes, terrible character direction.
Thank you.
Like, influences the wrong messages. It has a terrible soundtrack. Overall, it's just it's not.
And also, let's just talk about this. We were talking about Rob Zombie earlier on, and you were trying to talk about Halloween, acting like you were the fucking expert on it when you haven't seen it.
It looks shit.
But you haven't seen it, so you're just seeing the same stuff.
But I've seen footage from it. It's like
I've seen footage of Wonder Woman 1988, and why can I not?
What footage is that? IGN's review.
No, I've seen fucking.
But there's the thing.
Clips
I've
of
seen
it.
I've seen an entire like plot synopsis and stuff.
No, you haven't.
I've seen the kill count. I see everything. It's
Yeah.
Rob Zombie. Like,
Why would someone that
name,
hates why would someone that hates horror movies watch the kill count?
I'm still waiting on the Infinity War one. I think, see, whenever I hear the name Rob Zombie, I'm like, God's sake, this movie's going to be terrible.
You don't know Rob Zombie though. You don't know any of his other fucking films. You've not. The only horror movie you've watched is It, Chapter 1 and 2.
I've seen The Invisible Man. I've seen The Invisible Man.
Sorry. True horror legend. What was I saying? I'm fucking into my gear now.
Get your facts right, mate. Some YouTuber.
Mate, you've seen one good horror movie. Chill. Oh, one.
That movies are good. That movies are good.
They're not. Chapter 2 is terrible.
It's long. And it's good, but it's good.
It's not good. I don't like it at all, man. I guess it's fine. Chapter 2 is. I just don't like it, man.
Compare it to the miniseries. How do you feel about it?
I grew up with the miniseries. I loved the miniseries.
That's like me. Like I grew up with. I don't know. It's like we all have nostalgic feelings. Like everyone's kind of.
Yeah, but he's the favourite fucking Pennywise. You can't say anything bad about. No, you can't say anything bad about that Pennywise. You haven't seen it, so I'm not letting you say anything bad about him. What?
He has a big nose.
You have a fucking big nose.
I like the Pennywise for the new films. I think the guy.
But no, I'm not saying Bill Skarsgård's no good in the roles. He's probably the best thing of the film. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, I would rate.
The casting was quite good. Give it that.
No.
The casting for the films.
Yeah, fine. The casting.
I mean, no. The casting is good. See, the thing is, it's the actual plots of the films themselves, as well as it's just the overuse of the CGI is the main problem. Is the main issue.
Yeah.
Although the thing is, because in some places it just looks terrible, in some places it looks good, but in some places it just looks terrible.
Or they just overuse it.
Like I just love the ideas that they had. I just love how creative it was. It was a really creative series of films, but like. You know,
that's what gets me going for The Flash, is because I like the guy that did it in that, and I like that kind of style of film. So, obviously, I'm going to watch The Flash.
I don't really want to talk about The Flash, bro. Ezra Miller's just an absolute fucking.
I've just heard there. Seemingly they had him filming reshoots.
No, I know. While he's on a fucking run off with the police, he's getting reshoots.
Yeah, they keep calling him in. Yeah, they keep calling him in for reshoots.
Fucking hide in a cupboard like Scooby-Doo. Is Ezra Miller here? No. No, officers, he's not. Fucking hell, man. Run off with the police. But like, it just shows you that Warner Brothers want to release this film just because it can't be arsed anymore.
I think they've been put in a difficult position because their main stars are getting lifted. They spent $300 million on a movie.
He's not getting lifted, he's on a runner, mate.
I know he's on the run, but he's ran a cult in Iceland and all that. How are you supposed to address that?
Fucking kick him off the film.
What logical explanation can you fix The Flash with Ezra Miller isn't in it?
No, right. I understand. They cannot be taken out of it now. I know they can't. He can't be taken out of the film now. But like, turn him into the police.
I mean, you see it in the Shazam trailer. They show the Flash, but they do not show Ezra Miller's face.
I bet you like a tenner if I go into my phone right now, I will see Ezra Miller's up to something again. Like he's doing something every day, man. It's not even.
Ezra Miller's been caught in Helensburgh. What's he up to now? Buying an ice cream at a Dino's, the horror.
No, but didn't he rob some? He was. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus fucking Christ, the Helensburgh posse.
Fucking Helensburgh young team like that. You don't belong here, Ezra, mate. You need to go back to America. No, pal.
All four of them.
Didn't he steal something last night or something? I don't know. He was caught on camera stealing something.
He was caught on camera nicking somebody's bloody drink.
Mate, no, that was the other one. I swear to you, mate, he's fucking done so much, can't even tell you what he's done now. But he's stole a diamond or something.
The craziest one for me is bloody he ran a cult in Iceland. It's like, hail brother Ezra.
Fucking Ezra Miller cult.
I thought that was a joke.
That's just called the DCU. That's just called the Batman v Superman fans.
No, it seems I legit thought that was a joke. I thought that was a joke. He was running a cult.
No, he's literally been accused of running a cult in bloody Iceland. That's how bad things have gotten with him.
Bro, he's a maniac. Fucking Dexter.
There's only one boy that's going to stop him, and it's Will Smith. He put his flapping hands behind him, but for the fate of the world, he didn't have him slap him. Just slap him about.
Do you think that he's just taking the piss now? Like that he's just faking all these crimes to make himself?
He's been caught in the public walking about with guns and a bulletproof vest.
And he's also stole diamonds. He stole people's drinks. I think he started assaulting people. Fam, mate.
Mate, look behind you. Might be behind you now. Just look behind you.
He's got a criminal record, man. As long as the Bible. I don't know, man. It's mad.
That's what we need. We need Will Smith to take him a square go outside the Melbourne, just slap him about.
There you go, give away our locations, you fucking nugget.
It's not our locations.
Wonder what school we went to then, you fucking muppet, man. There's only one school near there.
Dumbarton Academy.
That's nowhere near Melbourne.
It is as far as they know.
No. Oh. Right. Carson's is about as funny as Amy Schumer now, so let's move on to something else.
No, at least my jokes are funny. She jokes about... No, she's a problem. Don't get me started on Amy Schumer.
No, I know, she's fucking one of the worst comedians right under you.
Yeah, literally, after Ryan Dunn died for Jackass, she says to Steve-O, you're thinking why wasn't it you? And she's like, Miro thinking why wasn't it? And on, it's like, you know, he'll laugh about anything, but you just seen his face kind of go like, well,
yeah,
it's kind of like that.
But
Steve-O actually addressed that during his podcast as well, saying that, you know, he would usually, he laughs at anything, but that was fucked up, but he doesn't harbour any kind of he doesn't harbour any grudge, you know, he doesn't do that. So I guess that's good, but it hurt him. It definitely hurt him.
Amy Schumer's like the biggest hypocrite. She jokes about different things.
Yeah.
Somebody joked about her on Twitter, and she went and kicked up about it. It's like, you joke about the same things yourself.
I've seen that.
That kind of thing.
The reason I don't like her is just she thinks she can get away with anything because she's a celebrity. Them people annoy me, man.
It's like that.
Look, I think she went into the gym, did you know? And then, because they didn't know who she was, she kicked like fuck, did you know?
She's like, I'm famous, but it's like, it's like, don't care who you are, give the money, pal. Don't care who you are. I'm bloody working here on a Saturday when I could be doing better things. I don't care if you're Amy Schumer or no.
You're Amy Schumer, so I'm just going to double the fucking price because you're no funny, so...
If you're Amy Schumer and I recognise you as Amy Schumer, I'd triple the price. Never mind take the price down for you. I'd triple the price. It's like, mate, I want to see something funny. I'm going to have you kick off about the price because you think you're a celebrity.
Anyway, that's kind of took a left turn here, isn't it?
That's what I meant.
There is another topic though that we have in mind. That we brought yesterday, the movie of the day, which I'm pretty sure Ryan is choosing now because we take turns.
Yeah.
Yesterday I suggested El Camino, which is a Breaking Bad movie for the end of the Breaking Bad series. Very good movie. Had no right being as good as it was. Fantastic movie, really.
Yeah. My movie of the day has to be The Black Phone. I thought it was fucking phenomenal. Ethan Hawke plays a terrifying role, man. The film was actually scary. I was terrified in it, to be honest with you. Generally, that's the movie of the day for me.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to see that. That's how... that's for me that I really wanted to see that.
I think it's just a little bit better than the same movie that came out today, Elvis. Still a real good film with Elvis, but I think it was just a tiny bit better. It's hard to compare them, but
yeah,
it's my liking anyway. Right.
So I'm gonna have to go again for a few minutes.
I was just about to end it.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's actually quite good. That's perfect timing.
Right, thank you for joining in this podcast. We will see you next time we
Yeah.
have a podcast. We don't know when that will be.
And obviously, thanks to special guest Carson for joining
Yes,
today
thank you,
and being a part
Carson,
of
for
this
joining.
stream. And obviously, you can go subscribe to his channel if you want to. Might link it in the description. Remember and follow our Twitter, follow our Instagram, and obviously
Yeah.
make sure subscribe to the Scottish Geek for updates on the newest podcast entry.
Yes.
So thanks very much for that's the latest.
I should say we won't be doing this podcast on this channel for longer. We are trying to set up our YouTube channel, so just to expect that as well, guys. Right?
Yeah, I expect our next episode at some point next week.
Yes.
We just did this second one to get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right. Thank you, Carson, and bye.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Right. Today's episode will kill each other over I don't fucking know. Jeez.